Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream with me, Mandy, and with my lovely guest, David. Hello.
Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody?
Well, today I think David might be here for blood. Maybe. I don't know. But
Well, I thought I was here for blood last week, but that didn't go quite the way
didn't
I
quite pan out the way you wanted, I think.
that didn't go the way I wanted. I was like, What? What?
So, yes, maybe we should tell everyone what we're playing. We are playing The King is Dead, and this is published by Osprey Games, and it is designed by Pierre Sylvester. Sylvester? So,
Yeah.
yeah. I've played this one before. This is the second edition. I think we might have a review on the channel for the first edition, possibly. But yes, this is the second
Oh,
edition, so it does look a little bit different than the original. So, yeah. And David, have you played this game before?
I have not played this game. It was my intention to play over the weekend. For some reason, I had it in my brain that it was a two-player only game. I did have like a big like game meetup thing on Sunday, but never really had a chance to do anything two-player. So,
Right. Okay.
um, but yeah,
Yeah.
should have done it. Sorry.
That's okay. We're going to play it today. It's not a
Yeah.
super lengthy game. I mean, sometimes our streams are lengthy because we're chatting, but
Right.
it isn't a super lengthy game. You're basically trying to, it's kind of weird. You're trying to get certain areas to be um, majority of certain groups. So I think it's the Welsh, the English, and the Scottish. And you're like,
Right.
well, how does that factor in? Your job is to try and get followers that play into those areas that are kind of taken over by a certain group before your competitor does, or at least beat them to the punch so they have more followers of
Right.
that type. So we'll explain as we go, and yeah, that's it. And then the ending will be different depending on if France invades, which is, I don't know, I guess it's not necessarily good in this case, or if we're able to figure it out amongst
It's very
ourselves.
exciting, at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Invasion.
Invasion. All right, let's swing over to the game scene. Boop.
I mean, if a good invasion doesn't spice everything up, I don't know what does.
Exactly. Womp, womp, womp. All right, so this game, you'll look and see our area is so empty, but it's because we are literally using cards. And these are the
Yep.
only cards that we have for the game. So you can see these are going to be our actions. All right. These here are the followers. So you'll notice we have the yellow and the blue. So the blue are the Scots. The yellow,
Hmm.
I believe, is the English, and the red cubes are the Welsh, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Okay, you'll see on the board France, so they have different colored kind of tokens here. These are going to come out when we have to resolve, and there's a tie in a specific area. So 3 of those come out, it's going to be game over. These are the areas we're resolving. So you'll see the cards and they're numbered. So 1 to 4 here, 5 to 8 here. We've kind of preceded the board already, and this is part of the setup where we have followers put out. Now in Gwynedd, Essex, and Moray, they do start with the 3 factions I mentioned at the beginning, and then we add 2 more to those and 4 to every other region.
Right.
Ignore this card for now. I think currently it says invasion, but that's not always the case. We could end up with a coronation at the end of the game. It really just depends on if France invades or if we're able to, get enough places where France is not in there, and then we can end the game that way by going through and resolving all of these areas. So, like I said, we only have, what is it, 8 cards, David?
Yeah. Only 8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. You can play as many cards as you want on a turn, but bearing in mind that, we have all of these areas to resolve, and you don't want to be stuck with no cards.
Yeah. This is now. Grant, I haven't played this game before, but it seems obvious to me that this is not the kind of game where you want to be an overachiever and
Right.
try to take over every area on the map. That's not going to happen. Um, pick and choose your battles, and just try to. So one of the win conditions is a minority. The other is if it's invasion, it's more of a kind of a set collection where you want an equal number of everything. Um, so yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on what your strategy is, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Exactly. So,
I was
I think,
getting ahead of myself a little bit.
nah, it's all good. We can jump right in. And this is one of those games where we don't resolve until both of us pass it around, and then we're going to resolve that particular area.
Righto. So, what is going to conclude first?
What's
So,
gonna
what
which
area are we going to do our power struggle?
our power struggle first? Oh, sorry. Yes, it's Devon.
Okay.
Devon. Devon. I
Ec-
apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. Oh my goodness, can't speak.
Hey, we're not from there, so we'll do
I
our
know,
best.
but still, I'm trying here. Devon. It looks like Devon. 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 Now I need to know. It's gonna drive me crazy. All right. You got all your stuffs ready? Yes. So, David, I may have to let him know what we're working with because sometimes it's a bit hard to see. So, let me know if we are needing to, if you need me to read anything.
I am actually looking up how to pronounce that
Oh,
particular area.
I like this. And what do they say?
Oh, hold on. I gotta add. Get out of here, ad. Already watched Hawkeye. Get out of my face.
We have to get the exact listening, all the things.
This says Devon.
Devon. Okay, so there you
Yes.
go. So Devon is what we'll be resolving first. Thank you for looking that up. After
Sure.
Devon is Essex. After Essex is Gwynedd. And after that, it's Warwick. Now, we'll just start with those four just for me to read them out for you. And then once we get to the other ones, I will read those out as well. Now, keep in mind, these could change. We have a card called Negotiate that allows us to swap two of these locations. So that's what we have this white token for. Okay? All right, David, we didn't determine who's going to go first, but did you want to go first?
Well, in the rule book, I do believe it says the last person who's been to a castle goes first.
Probably
And
still you.
I've actually been to a castle quasi recently.
See?
I was up in the Thousand Islands, and sort of between like New York and Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a castle there called Bolt Castle that you can go in and kind of walk around, and it's very cool. So,
Very cool. Okay, see? I knew it had to be you, so there you go.
all right, fantastic. So, all right, what are we gonna do? What do I want to do?
Yes.
Mischief and mayhem, per usual.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm concerned.
I'm
I'm concerned. Oh.
trying to do this. I'm trying to do this off of OBS, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. So that's fine. I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, no
I'll
problem.
pop over to YouTube. I'm going to pull this up.
Hey, Steven, thanks for jumping in. Steven's like, White Castle?
That's right. I've been to White Castle. That's exactly what I meant.
See,
That
I
counts.
still couldn't even make that count for me because we don't have that here.
In much of the South in the U.S., it's just called Crystal Burger,
Crystal Burger.
and they're disgusting. All right. So the first place we're going for is Devon. Devon.
Devon, yeah.
Let's have it. Okay, Devon. We've got 2 yellow and 2 blue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so one of the reasons I brought up the power struggle is that once we kind of get to that point, if it is tied or if there is nothing there, then France is going to invade, if I recall correctly.
That is correct.
So one of the factions needs to gain majority if we want that particular faction to have control of that area. I'm actually going to pass for my first action.
What?
I'm going to pass for my first action.
Wow, okay. That's interesting.
I have an idea.
Yeah, I'm concerned, actually. A little concerned.
uh,
Okay, well, then I will play on my first action.
okay.
And so here's the thing. David has passed, but I can play, and then when it comes back to David, he can play if he wants.
Oh, I can still go again. That's true. That's
Yes,
true.
you could. So you could see what I'm kind of doing, and then come back in. Steven, you don't know what you were missing in Canada with no White Castle. I've had it just when I go to the States. I know. But
Yeah. Overselling it a little, but it's fine.
I like them. I like the little fish ones, the little mini fish ones.
They're not bad. I
Yeah.
feel like certain places here in the States get like really like overspoken a little bit. Like I always heard about In and Out. So when I moved to California, I'm like, oh my God, I have to have In and Out. And then I was like, wow, what a letdown.
Yeah. Oh, see, I've never had it. So, but it always looks really good in the commercials anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for like a fast food burger, but at the end of the day, it's still just a fast food burger.
Okay. So
So what you
I'm
gonna do?
going to play English support. So this allows me to
Okay.
take 2 followers from the supply for the English
Yeah.
and put them, they're supposed to go into a place controlled, a region controlled by the English. Currently, that's not the case, so it has to go on anywhere bordering Essex. Okay, and this is where actually when
Right.
we're setting up the game that the English start. So I can go to anywhere that borders, so Devon, Warwick, or Northumbria. So I'm actually going to take these two, so from the supply, and I will be putting them in Devon. They have to go in there. And then I have to take one from somewhere else that is not Devon. Oh, this is concerning. I'm concerned. I'm actually going to take it from Warwick. So there. So now I have 2 followers that are English. All right, that is my turn, and we will have it where cards will go on top because the other player doesn't really get to see your discard.
All right. Well, do I really want to do this?
Steven, we have Tim Hortons. I don't know. Tim Hortons has been going downhill lately. Taste is concerning. It used to be all right.
Concerning taste is never a good thing.
I mean, it's not. It's like one of those things. It's not bad, but it's not great. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Fair enough. Um,
Decisions. Are you still passing?
no, I'm not gonna pass. I'm definitely gonna do something.
Ah,
But I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it.
right. Oh boy.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do.
I'm scared.
I am going to. No, I can't do that. I can do this. Let's play outmaneuver.
Okay.
I'm going to take 2 yellow cubes out of Devon.
Yep.
And I'm going to move them into Warwick.
Into Warwick. Okay.
And then I'm going to take a red cube out of Warwick.
Yep.
And move it into Devon.
Okay. I see how it is. And what follower would you like to take? So you cannot take one for Warwick or Devon.
Right. So I will take. Let me grab that red one in Essex, please.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. Hey, Ron, thanks for popping in. We just started getting our, I don't know what you would call it, not fighting yet, but we're definitely trying to make some majorities happen for followers in certain areas, and I am not liking what I see currently, so I will pass.
Are you now?
I am.
I too will pass.
Okay, so we are not off to a great start. Because what happens now is Devon, we look to see what has majority, because this is the card here that shows us what we're resolving. And there are 2 Scots, 2 from England, and 1 Welsh. So unfortunately, we do have a tie here. Nobody gets the majority there. And instead, France comes in. So we have to put that token there. Now remember, if 3 of those come out, we're getting an invasion. So bear that in mind. Now I don't remember if they go out of the game, the cubes.
I'm pretty sure they go back to the supply.
Okay.
But I'm not positive.
I always forget when that happens. Okay.
And by the way, while you're looking that up,
yeah,
I'm going to ding the rule book. Because if you look at the back of the rule book, there's nothing here. It's just a cover. They could have put a reference guide here. I like reference guides on cards. Everybody likes reference cards. If you play board games, you like a reference. You like to have a reference available. Whether it's your first time playing, or your first time playing for a long time, or it's your 40th time playing, references are fantastic. There should have been one on the back of this rule book. It's not a complicated game, but it should have been one on the back of the book.
I'm always a fan of like little guides so you don't have to flip through a rule book, or everybody has their own little card. I think that goes nicely in any game. Yeah, some are more complicated and might need a little bit more, but no, I think it's nice to have, especially those who require those visuals like myself. So no, totally agree with you on that. And yes, I did check, and once this has been resolved for the power struggle, those cubes go back to the supply, which they are now. And then we are back at her. And what is Steven saying? The king is dead, aka my Celtic ancestors, represented by tiny wooden blocks of various colors fighting over land. I'm sorry. I know. My best friend is from Ireland, and I'm sure she's probably going, what is happening right now? Actually, she's not even on the board currently, so.
She's not even represented in the
I
UK.
know.
That's terrible. Only the Scots and the Welsh are putting up a fight against the English here.
Sorry, bestie. Okay, so I think I passed, you passed, so then is it back to me?
Yes, I
Yes,
think so.
because that was on your last turn. Okay, so now we're back at her. And this is concerning a little bit, kinda. So Essex is what's going to be resolved next, so we're looking to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sakidu. And I have a problem here, because I just don't want to do certain things, but I kind of do. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I got to see what's on the up and up here. Need a moment, need a moment. Ooh, that's kind of nice.
That's okay. I'm planning ahead of my trolling of the wooden cubes of the UK over here.
Okay, so nice, nice. I'm going to play maneuver. So maneuver lets me swap cubes
Yes.
in bordering regions. So I will do that with Gwynedd and... Oh, is it Warwick? Do I want to do Warwick? Yes, question mark. Yes. Gwynedd. There we go. And Warwick, so I did a little swapperoo there. Now I have to take a cube, but I can't take from either of those regions. I will take a red, so take the Welsh cube here, and that is my turn.
I don't like that at all.
I'm just, throwing it out there.
Oh, that was not just random. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know what you did.
You know what you did. Oh, Steven got the KS edition of Petrichor delivered. Have to figure out what's going on there. Yeah, definitely. I've played that one. I think Michael and I streamed that one, I feel. It was a good game. I liked it a lot, but I didn't know they had an addition to it.
Hey, Herbert.
Herbert's in the chat. Hey-oh. Good timing. We're just in, and David's ready to make some moves here. I think.
Well, I'm thinking about making moves. That's
All
the
right.
important thing.
You make the moves. Or you think, yes.
Yeah. Important rule, this is very relevant. If she does a maneuver of moving, blue over here and then red over there, I cannot on my next turn undo that. I have to wait a turn before I can undo that.
Yeah, so no back-to-back maneuverings. Tisk tisk.
No. You can do a maneuver against somebody's outmaneuver, I believe, but
you cannot outmaneuver an action to undo an outmaneuver action. So as long as it's not another outmaneuver back-to-back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Herbert's
but you could do maneuver or outmaneuver against the
opposite.
other.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So Herbert's saying a game of map. Yes, it's simple, really, looking at it, but there's a lot happening here. And this board is actually smaller than the original game. I remember the other one being quite long. And this one has some kind of, what do you call it when it's shiny? Wet, the finish.
Oh, embossed?
Not embossed. It has that kind of white, wet look to it on certain areas.
Right.
Anyway, it's not coming to me, but it does have that kind of shiny, glossy kind of finish.
I always just call it embossed, but maybe it's something else.
There's a specific name for it, and it just went right out of my head. But anyway, I digress.
Okay.
And Steven?
All right. Let me focus here.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. I'm talking. Steven's telling me about Petrichor. The Kickstarter edition has all the editions plus a fancy box. Ooh, I am a sucker for a nice box. It's nice when they're nice and organized. What? Herbert, glossy? Yeah, it's glossy, but I feel like there's another name for it, because I know when I order business cards, it's an option, like spot gloss or spot something. Anyway, I can't remember.
All right. Well, I'm going to play Assemble.
All right. What's happening here?
Let's assemble some things here. Let's go ahead and put a blue there and Gwynedd.
So place.
Sorry, I had it upside
Okay, so
down.
you want a blue? Where? Gwynedd?
Yeah.
Okay, that's there. And what next?
Let's put a yellow up in Moray.
Oopsie, that went flying. Okay, yep.
And oh, what the heck? Let's put a blue, or no, I already put a blue. I have to
Red.
put a yellow. I have to put a red
Red.
somewhere.
Yep.
Let's let's put a red in. Let's put a red in Essex.
Okay. All right. And where would you like to take a cube from?
All right, can't be any of those three.
Right.
Let me take one from Lancaster.
Lancaster. Yep. What color would you like?
I'll take one of the. Oh, that's a good question. Let me take one of the. I'll take a red.
All right. Red it is. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. I see what's happening here. I see what's happening.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I see how it is. Okay, now I need to determine what I want to do. Okay, I gotta start dealing with this situation because that's done. Yeah,
This game
see?
very much reminds me of King Richard, kind of a overlooked game from years past.
Well, I do kind of like where that's going. Okay, I'm gonna play Welsh support. Okay, which means I get to take 2 red cubes from the supply, and I get to place them because we don't have any places that are controlled by the Welsh. I can put these 2 cubes in any of the regions that are adjacent to Gwynedd. So let's see where I want to put you. I kind of like where that's going. Yeah, okay. Let's put these in Warwick, just because I'm a little bit of a troublemaker. And then I will take a red. Do I want a red? I do want a red. I don't want a red. I do? I do.
I do. I don't.
A red from Lancaster.
I don't. I do.
I do, I don't. I do, I don't. It's this internal monologue that has now become external. All right, that's my go.
That is you in a nutshell.
That is
External or internal monologue
that is now external.
on the outside.
Oh goodness.
All right. I am going to play negotiate.
Okay. Oh,
And
I see. Trickery, everybody.
I'm gonna swap Northumbria and Essex.
That's what I thought you might do.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, and where would you like to put your token? Either on Northumbria or Essex.
Oh, it actually goes onto the thing. So that does for control. What does that mean? They would just no control.
No, it just means that the person, like, so if I decide to take that action, I cannot move that card again.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, but it just has to go on one of the 2 cards that you moved.
Let's just put it on Essex.
Essex. Okay. Nice. I see what's going on. I see. I see. Well, I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to pass.
Same.
Oh, this is going so badly. So, as you can see here, we have a tie, which means France.
Wait, hold on a second. Was I supposed
Yep.
to take a cube after I play negotiate?
Yes.
Okay. Let me take a yellow out of crap. I'll take a yellow out of Warwick.
Okay. There we go. All right. So now we are, because we both passed, we are doing Northumbria, which is a tie between the Scots and the Welsh. Let me just flip that over so we know that's what we're doing. These cubes go back to the supply. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. And guess what? France is coming in. So looking right now, not so hot, everybody. France is going to be coming to invade soon, and we haven't even we haven't even done power struggles for the third card yet. So we need to step it up.
What is good? What? It's almost like somebody's doing this on purpose.
Yeah, I wonder. His name rhymes with David, as in like Gavin, but not Gavin.
Mischief.
Okay, so I think you had passed on your last turn, so it comes back to me.
Truth.
Truth. This is a problem, and I am not here for it. Okay, I see how this is going, and I'm not about this life. So I'm going
That's
to... Ooh,
actually a really interesting comparison. He's comparing to the Academy Games
I have not played it.
game.
I have not
Ah,
played it. But what is it? Similar kind of idea to this?
I see where he's making the comparison. Yeah,
Okay.
but I haven't played in quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play Scottish support, which allows me to take 2 Scots from the Scottish followers, and I'm going to put them. And I have to put them adjacent because there are no areas that are controlled by the Scottish. So it's going to go on Strathclyde right there. Then I do get to pull one. So with that being said, I will... This is a doozy. Oh, this is so frustrating. I'm actually going to take a Scottish follower from Gwynedd. Okay, there we go.
Ugh, you suck.
Well, okay, you legit ruined my entire plan. Exactly. So right now, an invasion is looking more and more likely to happen, but let's see if we can at least get to the 5th region, hopefully.
I pass.
Of course you do. But at least Gwynedd will resolve. However, I don't like what I see, but that's okay. So I will also pass. And here, we actually can resolve a power struggle where it will be ruled by someone. So the Welsh have the majority, 3 red to 1 blue. So
I'll let them have their homeland. It's fine.
there you go. I think that's very, very kind of you. So these go back to the supply. We now have the Welsh. Their token is there to show that they have won that power struggle, and we have moved on. So David, it is to you.
C.
Oh, Stephen, I do know Academy Games. Sorry, I thought you were saying that's the title of the game. Yeah, I think they also did Freedom. I think, and I have that game actually, and I'm pretty sure Academy Games did that one. Yes, and they do some of the war games and whatnot. Yes, I do remember.
I'm gonna play Welsh support.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 2 red cubes into. Why am I doing this now? Never mind.
Okay. So
I just realized like how far down the chain Lancaster was, and I'm like,
You're like, no,
yeah,
maybe not.
I can wait. The one that is next is Warwick, so that is something we need to pay attention to. It's not a ton of interesting things to do on the board at the moment, I have to say.
Because Warwick is what's coming up next, everybody. And right now it is not looking good. It looks like a possible invasion because we are tied between the Scottish and the Welsh. And fun fact, everybody, I am part Scottish. Indeed.
I am part Irish, I believe.
Nice.
My grandma's side.
Very cool.
I'm going to play Assemble.
Okay.
Feels like a good Avengers card or Power Rangers or something.
All right, so let me
Power
just get
Rangers
the...
Assemble.
It does. It's exactly what it sounds like. All right, so I've pulled out the cubes. And you can just tell me where you'd like them to go.
Right. So we're going to do a yellow up in Moray.
A yellow up in Moray, yep.
Let's do a red in Strathclyde.
Yep.
And then we're going to do a blue. What do we got going on in Essex?
Essex is
Uh,
3 yellow and a red.
yeah, that blue wouldn't really make much difference. Let's I did Moray and Strathclyde, correct?
Yes.
I don't really want to put the blue one anywhere else. Let's just put it in put it Lancaster, I guess.
Okay, Lancaster. All right, and where would you
Hmm.
like to take a cube from?
I'm going to take a blue. No, why would I do that? I'm going to take a. Oh, I can't take it from the 3. I just put stuff in. Man, once the board starts to tighten up, it's like
It,
yikes. There's fewer
yeah,
places to take from.
makes it really
Um,
hard.
let me just go ahead and grab a red. That red out of Essex.
Essex? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Nice. Okay. Oh, this board is a situation. Okay, I think what I will do is, I don't like any of these options, to be honest. So if Warwick resolves as is, we are definitely having an invasion. For sure. But I don't really want that right now, so I'm going to play negotiate.
Well, honestly, if you did, you'd win the game.
If I did what?
If you did invasion right now, that just ends it, right?
It
And then
does.
you have more sets than I do, so you just win the game.
I know, but I think people want to see how the game's played, so I'm gonna try at least to show it off, just a little.
uh,
So I'm gonna negotiate, and I'm actually just swapping Warwick and Strathclyde. Okay,
okay.
and we'll put my token on there to show that that ain't moving next turn. And then, with that being said, I will, in fact.
Welcome to Rob German, who says he loves this game.
Yes, it's so good, so good. Now I'll take it from. Oh gosh, I don't even know. I don't
I
even
I
know.
do like area control games where you're not necessarily representing one faction. It kind of reminds me of like train games with stocks. I know it's not quite the same, but
Right.
you don't come in necessarily representing like any train company, but you're purchasing stocks and you're trying to put them in a position to be profitable. This kind of reminds me of those games a little bit. Um,
Absolutely.
I think it's a kind of a fun twist on the usual area control.
Yes. So I finished my turn by taking that a Scottish cube, so blue cube from Lancaster here. Okay.
Hmm. Yes.
And Stephen, yes, Freedom is what I would like to. I've only played it the one time. We were going to do a stream about with it, and then I think a whole bunch of stuff happened, COVID, and then it just got backburnered. So definitely one I'd like to play at some point. All right, David, what you gotta
That is
do?
that's a heavy game. It's a heavy game for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. I think just because I don't know what else to do,
Okay.
and I'm running out of cards. So I'm gonna play Welsh support,
Okay. Welsh support. Yep.
and I'm gonna go ahead and put those 2 red cubes into Lancaster.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a blue out of Strathclyde.
Okay. You are really pushing for France, aren't you?
I wanted to try I didn't want to go for the straightforward thing. I wanted to try the jack of all trades approach.
Yeah. So here's where we run into problems. Like we only have a few cards left, and there are still several regions to kind of deal with. So I
True.
think, yeah, this makes it tricky. I will actually play Assemble, which means I get to take a yellow, a red, and a blue and place them different areas. So Warwick, actually no, I don't want to put that in Warwick. Strathclyde is going to get a blue.
Stop it.
Lancaster's going to get a yellow. And and Essex will get a red. And I will take a red out of Warwick. Is that what I wanted? Wait, no. Is that what I wanted? No, I'm going to take a red out of Strathclyde. Wait, no, I can't. I put something in Strathclyde. I can't do that. Cheater. All right, no. It's going to be Warwick. Take a red out of Warwick. Sorry. Yes, cannot take it from an area that I messed around with. Okay. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
So this is rough, everybody. We're getting down to just a few cards. I mean, oh boy. Just pass. You know you want to. Unbelievable.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Maneuver.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes. I'm going to take a yellow out of Essex. I'm going to move it into Warwick.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take that red in Warwick and move it over to Essex.
Okay. And what would you like to do?
And then I am going to take a blue out of Strathclyde.
Okay.
I call this approach bringing balance to the force.
Well, guess what? I feel at this point me using cards is so useless because then I will have no cards for the rest of the game, and I don't really want that, to be honest. And we're literally tied up. You know what? Forget it. Let's go all in here. At this point, it's just ridiculous. So let's see here. What do I want to do? I'm just thinking here. So outmaneuver, do they need to be the same faction?
No, for maneuver and outmaneuver, it doesn't. I don't think it matters.
You may swap followers of the same faction.
Oh, so if you do the two, they have to be the same?
Yes, the two have to be the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. I just double checked because I wasn't sure. Okay, so I'm going to swap 2 blue in Moray. Oh, let me just put my card out here. So I'm doing an outmaneuver into Strathclyde. And then I'm going to take yeah, because those are all going to go away. And then I'll take a blue out of, sorry, and then I'll put a blue, oh right, because I put it there, I have to swap it. So that goes there, and sorry, what am I saying? And then this is going to go here. Boop, boop, boop.
Wait, you don't have to do it between the two same countries?
It is, Moray and Strathclyde.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a delay on the YouTube thing. It
sorry.
looks like you were...
No, I was looking, and then I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Okay.
So there we go. Yeah. It's all good. All right, so I did that, and then I get a cube. And let's see. At this point, I think I kind of like my odds on that front. I will take a yellow from Warwick. Okay, I'm done. Oop, shaking the table here. This is hilarious, everybody, because from here on out, it's going to get a bit weird.
If I pass, I don't get to take anything, which stinks.
That is true.
That doesn't help.
So while David's thinking, we are playing the basic game with the basic cards. There is another kind of advanced game that you can play, and there are additional cards that you can play with as well, and they call them cunning actions. And those are cards that you can use to make the game a bit more advanced. We're just showing off the basic for now. And, all goes well. Another time we may try the advanced version. Who knows? But Rob, I know you said you love this game. Have you played the advanced version? Any thoughts on it?
I'm going to pass.
I too will pass.
All right.
So now we are resolving Strathclyde.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets a blue. And all of these go back to the supply.
Although, to be fair, how many games have we revisited?
That's true. We keep saying we will, and then it's just there's so many in the queue, So that makes it.
We did do Fast and Furious twice because we wanted to give that one a fair shake.
Right, exactly. So.
But
Okay. Well, Strathclyde is
and
now claimed, but yes, you're right. On a whole, we do not.
yeah.
Okay, David. I believe I pass last sodas over to you.
Okay. We're in.
So we are sorry. So now we're looking at power struggles. Hopefully to happen between Warwick is at number 5, Moray is number 6, Lancaster is number 7, and Essex is number 8.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how I want to play this now.
Well, I feel like options are limited at this point.
They are. I still have 2 cards left.
Yeah, so you could totally change some things.
I could. I'm going to play Scottish support.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put 2 blue cubes up in Moray.
Yep. Okay.
And then I am going to take a blue cube out of Warwick.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, I will.
Steve was asking if running out of cards is the end of the game. I think you would basically just keep passing and then you do all your power struggles.
Yeah, I believe so.
That would end the game at that point.
Yeah, I believe so. Game end when either the French invades or the coronation of the new ruler. So yes, that literally is it. So it is not based on running out of cards. So I will play Assemble. And
you still haven't assembled? That's dirty.
Well, come on. So oh goodness. Well, I'm looking ahead here. I'm looking ahead at what's happening. And it ain't looking so good. I gotta tell you. This is not good. Geez Louise, this is rough. So I think what I will do is put a blue in Warwick, yellow in Essex, and a red. Oh, this is where this gets tricky. In Lancaster. Is that what I want to do?
Yes.
No, I don't. Stop it.
That's exactly what you want to do.
No, I don't. I was going to, but now you've led me astray. Sorry, where did I even put these things again? I put one in Essex, one in Warwick. Right.
Right.
Yeah, see, this is where it gets a little just not good. Oh, this is so hard. Yeah, I'll put it in Lancaster. And then I will take a cube from Moray, which means I will actually, yeah, I don't really have a choice unless I want that to happen. I will actually take, this is where it gets a little tricky. So if I take that, okay, I'll take a blue. Is that what I want? Do I want the blue cube? I don't know. Well, that's what's going to happen. All right. That's my turn. Sorry, it took way longer than it needed to.
Quite all right.
All right, what would you like to do? Dave's trying to find ways he can screw me.
I'm just trying to cause mischief on the board.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
and I'm looking for appropriate places to do it, and I'm wondering if it's even worth it. It is not. I'm gonna pass.
All right, I too shall pass. So we are resolving Warwick.
Mm-hmm.
And Warwick is definitely the power struggle here. Scottish have won that battle. So a blue token is going to go there. And Warwick has been resolved. Okay, and now it's back to you.
All right, we're looking at Moray.
Moray, that is correct.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my English support. I am going to put 2 yellow cubes in Essex.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to take a yellow cube out of Moray.
Okay.
I am all out of cards.
Right, as am I. So I will have to pass. So guess what, everybody? France is invading Moray.
It's true.
So these cubes would just go back to the supply. Well, an invasion indeed has happened. So this doesn't even happen. I was trying to show you all a little more. I could have ended this earlier, to be quite frank, but I wanted you all to get I wanted you all to see the game. I could have ended it like around the beginning there, and I probably would have won. But at this point, you get to see what happens. So coronation is not happening because we didn't get through all of these. So the winner is the player/team with the highest number of complete sets of followers. Well,
we're tied.
We're tied. Literally tied. So 3 yellow, 4 blue, 3 red. If the tiebreaker, oh my goodness, David's going to beat me on a tiebreaker. The player who most recently played an action card wins.
Oh man, that's funny.
So I don't know how that win feels to you, David, because I technically
honestly
could have ended it.
You could have won the game earlier, so I don't really even count it.
It's okay, but we wanted you all to see the game a little bit for those who hadn't. What is Steven saying? Did the French take the channel across? I don't know. I mean, they're quite spread out here. So there you go. Let's pop on over. So I think this is like our fastest stream ever. Because usually we chat, and do the things, and actually some of our usual crew's not here today, so maybe that's why. But glad to see some new faces there. So for the king, I like this game. I feel like a lot of games don't necessarily need to be complicated to be good. And I find this one definitely makes you have to think about card management, which apparently I did not do a very good job of. But to be fair, I wanted you all to see the game, and I think David did as well. But yeah, you only have 8 cards, so you have to use them wisely. And sometimes it's just worth letting go of a certain area and then maybe trying to recoup that later on, or focusing on another area if somebody else is focusing on something else.
Yeah, I hadn't played it yet, so honestly, I was just trying to experiment. It's like, what happens if I make the French invasion happen? What if I try to kind of go for balance all the way? Can I? Because I was actually thinking, if I pivot, because I had more here in Scots than anything else. I was like, if I give up Essex, but then I think it would have been a tie somewhere else. So
yeah,
I think we were actually doomed to have a French invasion anyway, just sort of by the way the first half of the game played out. But
yeah, definitely.
it's a really interesting game. I want it to be a little longer. I actually do want it to be a little bit longer than it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's a good complaint, right? Like, if a game's too long, I mean, that's not great. But when you want more of a game than you're getting, it's you have more incentive to keep playing it. I wish it were a little longer. It's really the only bad thing I can say about it. I think it's cool. I enjoy it. Good stuff.
Now, I've played it with more players before too, and that definitely makes a difference, I find.
Sure.
In length of game and kind of, decisions and whatnot. So that does make a difference to me. This is actually probably only the second time I've played it with 2 players. First time I played with my boyfriend, and he kicked my butt because I saved some cards that should not have been saved for the end, like those English support, Welsh support.
Yeah,
You can't save those for too long because, as you can see, you start running out of room, like
right.
where to put followers and whatnot. So play those ones early. But it's definitely a different vibe or feel. Now, keeping in mind that we did remove some followers from the game for 2 players. I think it's 2 of each color get removed. So
Mhm.
that does help. But I didn't feel like we were ever in a position there. We were running out of followers for certain actions. So this is where I'm wondering if the advanced version might be um, better, maybe for 2 players, a little bit more competitive. So
That's a good point.
that is
That might
something
be
to
worth
consider.
that might be worth visiting at some point in time.
Yeah, because at least now, like it's fresh in our mind. We know the game. It would just be a matter of trying out the new cards for the advanced
Sure.
version. But overall, I like it. Like it's not overly mean. Yeah, like people kind of, that tug back and forth of like the power struggle, but I don't find it like in your face mean. I don't know. What do you think, David?
No, I mean you're moving cubes around. No, I mean yeah, I have a hard time. I mean, for if you're that sensitive about that sort of thing, I would say don't play area control games
Right.
ever.
Right.
But yeah, for I mean this style of game, I think it's fairly innocuous.
Yeah. And Steven saying whoever wins the coin toss wins the game. Now we'll just replay another time with the advanced version, and that will determine the true winner. So, I mean, I like the original. I like this one. I like the changes they've made. The board is definitely much smaller, which is good and bad. I mean, it's kind of hard with the cubes, right? If you have a lot of cubes in a certain area covering the names and stuff, but it is a bit more compact, which I think people can appreciate. So, yeah. So there you go. So that is The King is Dead. So,
Very cool.
what do you have coming up, David?
Great question. I had to. So we just adopted a dog, an unplanned
Aw,
dog.
cute.
So if you see me looking off camera, I keep looking at him. He's sleeping, and he's extremely cute. Um, so that was sort of unplanned. I had to take this week off. Sunday, I think I'm just gonna do miniatures painting in the morning,
Mhm.
and then something short in the evening. I don't remember what we got going on next week, but oh, that's right. You and I are not going to be streaming next week because I'm going to be
Right.
working 10-hour shifts. So I'm going to be doing a
Yeah.
short Monday night stream just to kind of have, something on the channel. And that will be at 6 p.m. Pacific time, Twitch TV, Collect the Camel. You can also follow me at Collect the Camel. I always post my schedule there. But you and I will be back the week after.
Yes. What are we playing the week after? Is that Call for Adventure? Call to Adventure?
I think it's Tiny
Tiny
Towns.
Towns? Okay, we'll take a look. But yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely have either is it Call to Adventure?
Call for Adventure.
Call
Yeah.
for Adventure or Tiny Towns with the expansion. So it'll be one of the two. Keep an eye out for that.
Mhm.
Again, I keep saying I'm going to try and get some more video game streams out on Twitch on Salt and Sass channel. It's just been really busy, so I won't make any
We still have
promises.
a for the King game we
I
gotta follow up
know
on
we really got to do that. It's just trying to find the time. So we're going to try and make it happen.
for sure.
So that's it for us tonight, everybody. Thanks so much for joining. And if you want to see a game that maybe we have, you can send me an email at the number two, die4games at gmail.com, and we'll see what we can do.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for being here, David. And thanks to everybody for watching. Have a good night.
All right. Good night,
Bye.
everybody.